Hey everybody! Welcome to another video where I do whatever I want. And today, I want to read some journals from high school. So, Paulina's been doing these emo diary readings for a while now, or she used to. I think she read everything. And people have asked me to do them, and I thought I couldn't because in high school, I had two main journals. I had two huge journals. But as an emotional teenager, in a symbolic gesture, I burned them on the beach in the sand. And I completely forgot about these things because they're only written in for like 20 pages, or in some cases 2 pages, and then I stopped. But Colleen discovered them the other day. There are 9 journals, but I found a few entries in these 4 that I think are worth reading. There are a lot of emotions in all of them, but some things you don't need to resurface again for other people's benefits. Ready? Let's begin. Remember, I was a teenager at this point. My life is very not hard, but everything is very difficult to me. April 13th, 2007. Okay, I am only writing a journal so I can get out my anger. Okay, so I hate my mom basically. Today, I asked her if I could go to my friend's house at 7, and she told me I had to come home straight home after rehearsal. So I told her I would because it ended at 6 and I would go over to Kelly's at 7. But then she told me that I have to clean my whole house because I was having a birthday party the next day. So I got all of that. But my party was at 5, so I had all of Saturday to clean. And I would only be at Kelly's till 9, so I could easily clean when I got home too. But no! I had to come home and clean right after rehearsal. So I did. But I was still mad because I wanted to go to Kelly's. But when I got home, I was nice and she wanted me to go to Denny's and I said no because I really didn't want to. So she blew up and took my car away for the weekend. But I was never rude. I had every right to be mad. She is crazy. Just the end of the entire world. Oh no, I couldn't go to Kelly's. How will I live? Here's my to-do list, July 20th, 2007. Why I felt I needed to date my to-do list? Beyond me. Who's Chuck and Larry? Why are they in my to-do list? Oh, this is 2 years earlier. May 3rd, 2005. This is talking about one of my best friends at this time, but I'm gonna change the name because, you know, they don't need their name blasted. We're gonna call her Sarah, okay? Dear Diary, I have been dying to talk to someone about Sarah. I can't stand her. She was literally my best friend. Well, I love her and all, but she is boy crazy. All she does is flirt, talk about boys, and then count how many times she's been asked out, and then count how many times I have been asked out. And of course my number is low because I don't flirt. Oh my god, what a terrible friend. It's like she's trying to make me feel bad or something. And if I try to say something about a guy liking me, she will tell me I'm wrong. Then say something mean to put me down. Then talk about the guy who likes her. She sounds like a terrible person. And another thing, Sarah isn't all that pretty. Oh, wow. I was a little bit bitter. Jeez Louise. This is March 5th, 2008, 3:43 p.m. Very specific in this journal. So, it's day 1 of me being grounded. I have already learned so much. I learned that I can't trust my parents and that I have the best friends in the world. Good. Glad we learned a lot in one day, Rachel. 3:48, 5 minutes later. Note to self, pizza and milk don't mix. I've learned so much on this day 1 of being grounded. I remember this. This is the only time in my life I was grounded, was this journal. 4:44 p.m., an hour later. This is so boring. I already missed. Okay, I was dating someone at this time. I'm gonna make his name Carl. His name's Carl. I already miss Carl. I hate this house. Do they really think this is going to help? All it's doing is making my room clean and making me miss Carl like crazy. Poop on a cat stick. I hate this. At least I had a little bit of sense of humor. So my mom came out of her room and I was just really nice to her and I was acting like nothing was wrong. Man, that confused her so much. She kept asking why I was cleaning and I told her because I felt like it. She just turned around and walked away. Ha! Woo! I got her good, guys. I cleaned my room. Woo! Ooh! She came back in later and I could tell she wanted to start a fight. She looked at me and said, "You got any plans tonight?" What am I supposed to say to that? Like, yeah, I was thinking of walking to that side of the room, then maybe sit on the bed. Maybe I'll be really dangerous and sit on the floor. She wanted me to get mad about not hanging with my friends, and I refused to be mad. I just breathed and looked at the monkey. What? I mean, I taught her a lesson real good, guys. I was nice and cleaned my room. They'll think twice before grounding March 6, 2008, 5:27 p.m. So this is the next day in the evening. So at school today, I texted my dad and asked if I could go to Carl's volleyball game at 5. Then he asked me if I had watched TV, used my phone, or got on the internet the night before, and I told him the truth. I said yes. I wasn't gonna lie to him. Plus my mom saw me do it, so I didn't think it was that big a deal. Then he texted me back and said I was grounded till Tuesday because I went against his word and that I couldn't go to Carl's game. Well, that sucks. So now I have no phone, internet, or TV. I'm bored out of my mind, but at least I didn't get home till after 5:10. I remember this. My dad told me I was grounded but didn't say from what, and so I thought it meant from hanging with friends. So I used my phone and the internet and the TV like I thought I was just had to stay in the house. He was very non-specific in his grounding methods. He had never grounded me before, so he didn't know what to do. All right, this is a half hour later. So my dad comes right in and says I need to talk. So I lay on my bed and smile. God, I'm good. So he goes over the rules. No using my phone for friends, no internet, no MTV, VH1, and MTV2. Then he said the reason no phone and internet is because those are what I use to bash my parents. I use my mouth too. They gonna duct tape that closed? Ha, idiots. I was terrible. So I don't know what I was grounded for. To this day, I still don't know why I was grounded, and I still don't understand anything of the grounding, like why I was allowed to hang with friends but not text them. Here's a page where I just wrote stupid parents a million times. This one I have all the notes for. This one I'm very excited about. This was Hawaii trip, August 2007. So my parents, Colleen and I, are about to go to Hawaii on a trip. Please don't read unless you are Colleen. Or me, of course. Oh, I'm glad I gave myself permission. We are now at the airport in LA waiting to board our flight. We just ate McDonald's, then I pooped and it hurt my butthole. Then mommy gave me some candy and I'm happy once again. Why is that something I would write today? And why is that something I felt I needed to put in a journal? So this is right before I had met Carl and started dating Carl. Okay, so I really want a boyfriend, but not in high school, because high school relationships suck. I hate being in high school still. I have 2 more years to go and I'm so over it. Ugh, I want a boyfriend, but not in high school. Today, mom is in the worst mood ever. She needs to get that stick out of her butt and stop acting like a diva. Sorry, mom, if you're reading this, but you're not supposed to read this, and this is how I truly feel. I gave an disclaimer for if my mom read it. Honey, if you don't want people to read it, never write it down. Oh, I learned that lesson the hard way. Okay, so that was the Hawaii trip. You know, just the best parts of it. And then this is a Washington trip. I think it was like spring break-ish time. And I had been dating Carl for like 6 months. So lately, I haven't been as happy with Carl as I used to be, and I don't know what to do. So Flip told me this vacation I'm not allowed to contact Carl so that I can have a break from him without either of us getting hurt. Well, guess what? I got hurt. I decided that Carl had to text me first and he had to keep the convo going because I'm usually the one that starts it and keeps asking questions. So he didn't text me till 6 at night, but only because he found out that Flip was texting me. Then I stopped because I played basketball with my dad. Then later at dinner, I couldn't stand it any longer and I had to text him. He told me to call him. So I got to the hotel and slipped outside to call him. And he answered and started talking and screaming at other people. So I just hung up. And then Carl called back, but I couldn't answer it because I didn't even want to. Then my mom told me that I couldn't go back outside. So I had to make my dad go to the lobby to get towels so I could go with him so I could call him. God, I have so many emotions. But I don't even think he wanted to talk to me. He treats me like a friend with benefits. I made a list of things about Carl that pissed me off to see if I could get over them. This is the most childish thing in the world. What is in my brain? So Carl texted me this morning saying, remembering, because I told him to text me if he remembers. But he didn't say anything about our 6 months. So I texted Flip and told Flip happy 6 months. Because Flip would appreciate it more. Ha! And here in the back, I made a list of what I thought made the perfect man and then scored my friends and my boyfriend at that time to see who got the most points. That's it. There are so many other entries, but I thought I'd save them for another time. That's just a little taste of who I was in high school. I love the fact that I have changed and grown since then, and I feel I am a better person and have put myself in check more. Alright, that's it for today. Please like this video if you liked it. Sorry, Mom. But you can't get mad at me because that's how I truly felt, and you're not supposed to be reading my journals. Everything was the end of the world in high school. Everything. Also, take note, if you have a list of things you hate about your boyfriend, you probably shouldn't be dating them. I highly suggest all of you just keep a journal. One, it helps you get your emotions out, but two, you can look back at it 5-10 years later and laugh your head off at it. It is ridiculous. Subscribe to see videos every Tuesday and Thursday on this channel, but remember guys, above all else, stay awesome, possums.